And hello, all you folks up there in YouTube land! Lord of the Croc and Squirrels here with an Opal Dragon. Say hello, Mr. Opal Dragon.
My mouths are full of nuts right now.
The rest of the Stark Patrol, that is, Sanji, should be back momentarily. He said he was going to go make tea, and he's not back yet. So
I'm back.
Traitor! Oh, say hello, Stark Patrol.
Hello, Stark Patrol.
Good. Now that everybody's here, let's see what we got. What do we got running around today? Aside from Minneapolis throwing a party, apparently a rather violent party, because that shit was predictable.
Same with Portland.
Well, yeah, yep. Portland's been on fire now for almost a year. So
my only question is, Squirrel, how long before Portland burns out?
Honestly, probably gonna be a while. They're performing forestry duties at the moment, making sure that not all of the bits of Portland burn at the same time. They have to finish, they burn one section and then they move on to the next one. And then whilst they're doing that, the bits that they've already burned try and rebuild. So eventually it will, but yeah, that's not going to be for a while. Actually, Seattle in a large way has been doing more or less the same thing. They're just not doing it quite as often as they do in Portland. But then the police have been ignoring those folks for years now. And probably the first thing they need to do is find a mayoral candidate that actually has a brain in his head. I find this unlikely in the extreme, but hey, it might happen. It could happen. Maybe someday, if everybody's being okay with the universe. More likely, they're going to try and they're going to be some sort of divorce in what is now the state of Oregon, and either create their own population center, man, with people that don't share the ideals of Portland, and have a go at it by themselves, or they're going to ask Idaho to adopt them. For what I hear, there's a large chunk of the state of Washington as well that wants Idaho to adopt them. I'm not sure Idaho law is going to be any better than Washington law, but at least it's not Washington.
Yeah.
So who knows what that's actually going to entail? Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, I'm on the side of the mountains in which Washington law will still hold if that's what goes on.
Well, at least we're getting a new Sonic movie.
Yeah, we are getting a new Sonic movie. I hear Knuckles is actually going to be part of it. Personally, yeah. I think they should hold Knuckles. I think they should just bring on Tails, and then leave Knuckles for the third movie because, well, that was a thing. The video games, it was Sonic and Tails, or Miles if you prefer. His actual name is Miles Prower, also known as Tails. And then Knuckles turned up for Sonic and Knuckles, which, funnily enough, was originally designed as one game. It was supposed to be one game and one cartridge. It turned out to be way too big. And whilst they could have put the whole game on one cartridge, the expense was going to be kind of extreme. Anybody remember Phantasy Star 4 and how much that game cost?
Yeah.
How much was that? How much was that game there, Sanji? At retail?
Retail about $80.
Wrong. Absolutely wrong.
Ooh.
Fantasy Star 4 sold at Software Etc. at that particular moment in time at $98.99.
Wow.
That game was
Wow.
$100 plus tax. I know.
Ooh.
I paid it. Okay? I paid
Wow.
it. And that's because
And
the
adjusting
cartridge
for
was
inflation, that would put it at about $200 today.
a little more than that, actually. The general price, the prices of most things has doubled since the mid 1990s, or more than doubled actually. Add about $50 to that, you'd be closer. I haven't actually done the math on that, but my guess would be it would be something equivalent to $250 now. Somewhere between $250 and $300. I could probably get the wife to do the math, but I'm not sure she's really wanting to at this point. So, Sonic and Knuckles Sonic 3, if it had included Sonic and Knuckles, would have been something a bit more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we wouldn't have Sonic Knuckles and Sonic 2.
That's also true, but Knuckles in Sonic 2 was actually not a thing until, or Sonic the Hedgehog for that matter, wasn't going to be a thing, actually, until they figured out that they were going to have to split this cartridge to keep the price reasonable. They were deciding to get one cartridge that was going to be horrifyingly expensive to manufacture, and even more so on the shelf at the store. So what they did was between that and the amount of time they had to finish the game, they split it into two cartridges. One of Sonic 3, where Knuckles is the antagonist, which was going to happen anyway, and a second cartridge wherein Knuckles is much less the antagonist. But yeah, honestly, if it was me, I think I would have, and I was Sonic Team, I think I would have put it together I think I would have skipped the Genesis for Sonic 3 and sent it to the Saturn. Either the Saturn or the Dreamcast, and it would have. Honestly, Sonic 3 was somewhere close to the end of the Genesis life cycle anyway, and the Saturn was coming up. If they had done that, if they had actually put that up for the Saturn would have lived a lot longer.
Right, exactly.
Because that would have been that would have been the killer app to do. Yeah. Or alternately, if they didn't want to do it that way, they do it for Sega CD, which would have saved Sega, which would have done wonders for Sega CD as well.
Yeah.
But
Sega CD
Sega CD did have a good app called Sonic CD.
Sonic CD was hot garbage compared to the quality that was put into Sonic 3. The thing that actually sold, the most of what actually sold Saturn units, moved Saturn units, both here and in Japan, were the RPGs. And sadly, they didn't give us, here in the West, everybody was screaming for parts 2 and 3 of Shining Force 3. We didn't get them.
Yep. I know, I remember that. I kept waiting and looking and asking, and nope.
They wouldn't do it. And again, they would have sold a lot more Saturn units here if they had released those two.
Yep.
You want to know what really moved Sega CD units?
What?
It was the original Lunar. There were some. The number of units of Lunar that were sold was something just over the number of Sega CD units that were sold in Japan. So pretty much everyone that wanted a copy of Lunar got not only got one, but it was almost everyone.
That would.
Plus some collectors that just stuck a spare copy on the shelf.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I also got it for Shining in the Holy Ark too. So.
Well, I actually have Shining Wisdom and Shining the Holy Ark.
Yep.
And here's a fun one for you. You'll love this. We could actually run that on a stream someday if we wanted to.
Oh, sweet. We should.
I'm actually, honest to goodness, I have the rig together, all set up. We could run Saturn games if we wanted to. In fact, I recently replaced the battery on mine.
Oh, cool. Yeah, my machine's in storage here. I'd have to pull it out.
Yeah, you're gonna need another CMOS battery. The CR2032 isn't exactly what I would call reliable over long periods of time. I have to do this. I actually have to get the stuff to replace the battery for my Dreamcast units. I have 2 of those, and I have games for it even. Other than that, they're both in working condition. So, could I turn this into a serious retro channel? Yes. Am I going to? Maybe. Honestly, it's been a thought for a while now. Screw the current games and all the hassle it takes, or at least for the most part, and go back and do all the retro shit. Because I've got consoles going back. I actually have I believe a working Atari 2600 running around here somewhere.
Cool.
And if it's not actually running, and if it's not working, I can get it that way probably in a couple of hours. Because those things were easy as shit. I need to find a power supply for my existing Sega CD unit. I believe the console itself is in good shape, but there was a specific power supply that went with it, and I don't know if I don't think I've got one. If I could find that or another functioning Sega CD unit, I could run those too. And I have an assload of Sega CD games.
Well,
Sega
believe it or
CD
not,
Saturn.
I have a Genesis. Go ahead.
I've got Genesis with Sega CD. I've got games for all of this shit. Going back, almost 50 years. Almost 50 years. So I'm short I'm short this. I don't have a 3DO or a Philips CDI, and was never particularly interested in either of those, despite the fact that the 3DO was expensive as fuck.
I love the 3DO. Sorry, I gotta go back to feeding my cat. I just had to run in here and say I love the 3DO. I really love that system.
What I'd really like to see if I could get my hands on was one of the Commodore 128Ds. If I could get one of those, that shit would be hilarious. Finding games for it, finding discs for it now would be, oh my god, no. But I think I could actually. The games themselves aren't that hard to come by. It's the discs, the floppy discs. Those are you can't get 5 1/4 floppy disks these days for love nor money.
Yeah.
And it would be nice if I had my old collection of them, and I don't. It's terrible. But emulation is a thing. So
believe it or not, I have a functioning Genesis 2 that doesn't have a power supply or an AV cable.
AV cables were not hard to come by. Honestly, it's just a piece of RCA to RCA.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you want. If you guys want to see some proper retro game action, because it's actually a thought. It would certainly save. It would certainly save on budget at this point. But there's not a lot of shit I could. There's not a lot of stuff that I couldn't do. Between cartridges I have on hand. Well, with the games that I actually have on hand, there's not much I couldn't already do. Even if I'm talking about an emulator. But I have original hardware for I have most of the original hardware. So, all right. So, unfortunately, that doesn't get us. That's kind of a segue into some of the stuff we do have on hand, and we've got some games for you folks. Woohoo! All right. So, let's go for.
You mean I no longer have to watch people herding cats?
Get along, little doggies! All right.
Well, I'll guarantee you this: it's easier than herding dragons.
Quite a lot of things
tried.
are actually easier than herding dragons. Let's see. Yeah, that's on. Okay, good. I'm just gonna have to. All right, let's take care of the of our listing game first. Then we'll go to the next. Come on, Steam, get with the program. There's a program that needs gotten to, and we need to deal with that. And now you're gonna need. No, we do not want. No, we don't want the.
Squirrel, are you expecting consistency from the industry?
I'd love that. Why would I not expect consistency? I would also expect it not to be loud.
Loud noises.
Loud noises! Yes, absolutely. All right. Unfortunately, I was actually not able to get this running earlier. That it's running now surprises the shit out of me. Oh, that's still too loud.
Let me watch this. Oh yeah, there. Yeah.
All right.
You had a squirrel.
We can't be swirly. Or if we are swirly, it's YouTube and not.
It's stopped. It's stopped. But you stopped feeding us audio because even Sanji went, uh-oh.
Click. And now YouTube is complaining, but what the hell?
Yeah.
Come on. Do the thing I want you to do. There we go. Now let's get this filled up here so that it doesn't look to cover the animation. Options. Overall volume. Down, you. And we'll turn the music volume down. There, that'll help. Less chance of being accused of copyright infringement. You get the old style text or the normal text. Let's use the normal text. Text and voice only, text only, back. Okay, so this should help this should help. No more loud noises! Especially not over loud music. The Chronicles of Innsmouth, Mountains of Madness. This is, I believe, actually the second game. I think the first one, if I remember correctly, the first one had to do with some, like, ice. Had to do with a submarine, some ice, and getting et by something. The second we stepped out of that, and I'm going, no. Now this is actually the second game in this sequence, and we're gonna go have a look. Nukem! We like Nukem. Okay. Antarctica, 1921. This achievement started the game. It is 1921. Oh, the voices.
Slow down. Tell me everything, slowly and clearly.
Professor, we have found
I have to turn that up just to hear the voices.
Breath.
an entrance into the mountain.
Ooh. Do I wish to take the... Okay, fine. We'll just do the stream on the... Please select.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me this is the tutorial. Wow.
An entrance into the mountain.
Yes, Professor. Exactly where the findings we discovered indicated. Incredibly, we were able to decipher the coordinates. It was not easy, I can tell you.
Where is it located precisely?
Precisely on the northeast side of the cliff.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it is covered by a thick layer of ice, probably formed over centuries.
Which means it's going to be really thick.
Inlays are visible. Their shapes are not natural. We are facing an unprecedented discovery.
When was this discovered?
Yesterday morning, Professor.
As you're just telling me now.
From there, due to the strange magnetism present.
You're fired.
At least set out to inform you.
Give me a summary of the discovery.
The frozen findings discovered near the camp, with an advanced coordinate system, they led to a specific place on the side of the gigantic hill. There we discovered an entrance, completely frozen over, but not of natural formation. The radio does not work due to the strange magnetic field.
You've
in
just
the area.
said that.
So, I left immediately to inform you.
Okay, so now you've given me a summary of everything and stated all of the stuff
Incredible find.
again.
Prepare for immediate departure.
Certainly, Professor. I'll get the sleds ready.
And Johnson,
Yes, Professor?
pack dynamite.
Do.
Lots of dynamite.
Dude, what? Oh, right, 1921.
The work of a lifetime. Could it be one of those legendary civilizations like Atlantis or Mu? Speculation is pointless. I cannot wait to admire it firsthand.
You're the professor. You're doing it wrong. I get that you're excited, butthead, but there's doing it wrong and then there's doing it wrong. And you have found an entirely new layer of wrong.
This isn't entirely bad.
All is ready,
No.
Professor.
It's not even got started yet.
Knows the honor.
Gentlemen, here, today, we make history. In this
Why are you standing there?
edge of the world, we, with me to guide you, have made the most sensational
Shouldn't they get
discovery
closer
ever
to the
recorded
Creator
in the annals
Dynamite?
of history. Signs of intelligent life.
We think they want to be closer to the creative dynamite. They shouldn't be.
For eons to come, and it will radically change everything we thought we knew. Forever.
Professor, everything he requested is ready.
Thank you, Danforth.
This,
I mean, of course you just lump
okay,
it all together.
there is a million ways to do this, and that is not it. That is not one of them. It will be effective, don't get me wrong, but you're going to destroy all the shit over... By rights, you should be destroying all the shit there, amongst other things. What they needed to do was drill the ice near the base to try and shatter the stuff
Really?
underneath, and then put the dynamite in there to finish the job.
You're forgetting something.
But science!
Yeah, fuck science. The laws of physics will not be violated in such a way. And I should have turned the...
Yeah.
I shouldn't have... They're telling me how to play adventure games. So, I'm going to do this. Or can I even do that? I don't think I can do that. Fine. I can't adjust the options from here. Doesn't look like I'm even going to be able to get to the main menu. At least not yet.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. No. What are you... Why are you?
Yeah, no. If you're really wanting to get rid of that ice, you'd actually put tiny amounts of TNT in a grid or an array of holes to weakly shatter it.
It contains the detonator for the explosives.
Coolio.
The layer of ice that is formed around the rim prevents the lid from being opened. Fortunately, there is a crowbar sitting here.
Well, grab it, you piece of shit.
Crowbar.
Krober. Yes, I know what the inventory looks like. I need to.
We're now officially Gordon.
Exactly.
Gordon the free man.
Yeah.
Use the crowbar on the crate.
I've done it. Everything needed to make the detonator is contained inside. All that remains is to collect them and mount the charge.
See, Squirrel? This is why it's good not to keep things boxed up.
Go away, tutorial message. A T-bar and a base.
Now all that's left is to make that dynamite do its thing.
Right, one last thing.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Here are the thing. I like it, little Cthulhu heads.
Yep. But they're not the waifu Cthulhu. What the
Everything's
waifu
in
ones?
place. Stay back.
They're all dead. All of them are dead.
No. No, they're all from Kryptonia.
Inside the jacket.
Krypton.
They're all Krypto. Ooh, we got a guess.
Speaking of crypto, I don't see him today.
Dyer! Organize the equipment, gather the men, tie up the dogs, and
Well,
follow me.
hopefully the new member won't railroad the conversation here.
Hey, Thomas.
Hi, guys.
Can't see a thing in here.
Oh.
What?
So, you joined to go mad like the rest of us?
What do we have here? We need
Well,
lights.
for me, going mad isn't that big of a deal. I mean, I'm already there. I have a condo. I have a condo there.
Gonna buy me a condo.
Well, I guess
Never have to mow the lawn.
Oh my God! What's in this
I guess
frozen
with all of
object?
us here now we truly do have a mountain of madness.
Within
Okay,
this
why don't
house,
we let the
biomatic
man talk
forms
here?
Unlike anything we've ever seen.
Unbelievable.
A mountain of
What a
madness.
sensational discovery.
I think I have a villa up on that.
Not be easy to pierce that layer of ice. Right,
Use more
Professor?
dynamite,
Not at all.
dumbass.
Professor,
Yes, Atwood.
do you know Pabodi from the engineering department?
Yes.
Nah, skip that. Just go with the
He's
atomics.
working on a new type of drill that would do just that for us.
True. The whole campus was talking about it just before we left.
Great. We have to go back to camp to contact the university. The radios don't work here. One more thing we need to figure out. Remain here and keep updating the findings. We'll meet back there later.
Blow it up. They blow it up real good.
Well, they used a large crate of dynamite to blow through a bunch of ice.
What? There's something stuck in the ice. Help me
Well,
get it out.
that's one way to do it.
Not a good way, considering everything that everybody was within about 15 feet of the damn thing.
Someone who will buy it, and you'll never have to work again for the rest of your life. Sounds
And whose fault is that?
it is first.
Not mine. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. How's that? Having somebody that actually knows what explosives do, that would be better.
Tentacle moved.
And by the way, there wouldn't be. They don't have access to atomic weapons here. So it's 1921 Antarctica. It's not 1947 anywhere.
The sea. Lone hadn't heard anything else for days. He felt no pain, but he could not stand.
All I know is I saw a tentacle move. I know where this is going.
He could do that and felt slightly stronger.
And with that, Dragon Ball gets very involved in this game.
How did he escape from that hellish town?
I'm just gonna put it out there. Every time there's a tentacle reference, I'm gonna reference Kurt Eichenwald.
Oh look, it's Innsmouth now.
Ooh.
That guy's missing a leg.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh.
Blink, blink.
Yeah.
Note that these people are called Psychodev.
I was just gonna make a comment on that. Wow.
Umberto Parisi. Italian sounding. Ooh, a woman. Andrea Ferrara. Gianpaolo Greco. I think that's right.
If he gets married to somebody named Sherry Roman, he could be Greco-Roman.
Ross Kevin Moffat.
Yeah, that's from the Sicily Moffats.
Where to start? Well,
how about
it's
the beginning?
Exactly easy for me to tell you everything I've been through. There's a turn of phrase that has stuck with me over the years. I read it in one of those collections of fantastical stories that are so popular these days.
You like Lovecraft?
It says something about the sea of ignorance in which we all.
You like pina coladas getting caught?
How I would love to have drowned in that sea and to have continued my life as if nothing else mattered. Maybe I could have.
I'm not exactly into health food. I am into champagne.
Well, now that you mention that, I got to meet you by tomorrow noon to cut through all this red tape.
Okay, we're actually going through a rundown of the last game.
The sole survivor I met was a fellow missionary priest.
Goody.
Still alive.
Previously on Mountain of Baptist.
Chronicles Innsmouth now.
Priest told me a story I dismissed as mere invention at first. A tiara holding the power to awaken unclean creatures from the fringe of imagination. But in the end, I came to believe his tale. I recovered that unholy relic.
I have to turn this up again.
There. A shapeless mass, a horror beyond description, surged forth and attacked us.
And you got it.
The priest managed to get away.
Damn, here I figured he was going to die a virgin.
Not quite so lucky.
At least I didn't say it.
I'll tell you all of this. And it's from this point on that I want you to hear my story.
No. Oh, nope, he does actually have that leg. He just doesn't have...
What the hell?
It just was hidden.
It was hiding.
Oh.
It was pretty tore up.
Well, don't most men hide at least one leg?
Grabbed me.
One?
After that, I remember nothing.
What? You have more than one leg? Do you have more than one extra leg?
Oh, he's here to escape.
Ah.
Well, not counting the ones in my crawl space.
Smoking disgusts me now. Perhaps that's at least one positive outcome from all this. Anyway, I never learned how to swim. I'd rather die right here than go back in there. Looks like a plank from a broken crate. I'd say, knowing what goes on around here, that the crate was most likely thrown overboard in the scramble to avoid official scrutiny.
Ooh, smuggling.
Ideas forming in my mind about how to get myself over to the other side. I can't reach it.
Wait a minute, this is the Torgo prequel, isn't it?
Let's give this a try. I can't carry two at the same time.
You can only handle one piece of wood at a time.
I can't carry two at the same time. I better stack them on the shore. I better stack them on the shore.
What? How are we not doing that? Am I playing Hunt the Pixel again?
Don't forget you got the middle mouse button to show clickable points. Oh God!
Would serve no purpose.
Cave. Strongly raised. Oh, fine. We'll just stack it right there. There we go.
Oh, strong-looking reeds.
Put
You
it
probably
back.
need to make rope.
Put that shit back. Let's go get the reeds.
Some strong-looking reeds. Could come in handy.
Now let's use those on here because good reasons. That's why.
Shouldn't tie any of them together yet.
What?
I'm not sure that's enough to keep me afloat.
Oh, Jesus.
This is the madness portion of the Mountain of Madness.
That on the stack.
Yep.
Since that's what we have left. Yes, that's what we have left. Open Sea and Innsmouth. Okay. Now, he's not going to go back in that cave.
I can use them to tie the planks together.
They were right there.
This should work.
It
Talk
was
about
right
teaching
there.
somebody How to get the doorknob.
Oh man.
Oh, look, he's a little swimmy bastard.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
He's tiny and cute.
I know.
Or actually not cute, really, but...
Squirrel, can I keep him?
As food or other?
As a pet in my aquarium.
Okay, we could probably do that.
You, come over here. Stay out of sight.
I don't wanna.
Shush. Don't make the slightest sound, please.
Rest at ease. You're lucky you ran into me first. I'm
Aye?
the only one in town you can trust.
That's bullshit.
I just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
To the northeast, you will find an old abandoned railway that leads out of town. And now I'll go distract them for you. You get to move on and keep your head down.
By the way, can I borrow your comb?
I hope I can somehow repay you one day.
A good bottle of whiskey is never unwelcome. Speaking of which, well, do you have any whiskey for the good Zadok?
Shut up, old man.
Why do we even let this smelly old tramp camp out in our town?
So, about that whiskey. Or would you like me to blab some of your secrets to the guy who works in the drugstore?
After him.
Sure.
Oh. Ooh.
Those are zombies that talk. Why do we have zombies that talk?
No kidding.
Out of here.
Their agents cut them a better deal.
I'm guessing. Which one is me?
Dodge the people?
I think that one's me.
I have no clue.
Okay, that one is the one that's supposed to be. Oh,
I think
see.
the one on the bottom is supposed to be you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is, and you're about to run into.
Oh, good. We're playing Dodge Zomb. This isn't hard.
Yeah.
That's what she
Really
said.
wish that Acrobat would stop that shit. And as long as I stay far enough out front, I'll get where I'm going. Yay! You just have to not be stupid and try and take a straight line. How hard was that?
In general, not hard. For us,
He traveled in seclusion out of fear that they were following him.
That's what she said.
By the way, learning how not to travel in straight lines was worth an
Managed to get
achievement.
back home to his Arkham.
Wow.
He couldn't, however, rid himself of the sense of dread he had brought back with him.
So this game's trying to encourage you not to be straight.
That's, you think that's funny? You would think that was funny. He's dark in here. Oh, there we go. Now you're in Arkham rather than Innsmouth.
But first, let's grab some shut-eye and a change of clothes.
Let's start with the change of clothes, or not. Okay, we can do not.
Underling number 7, report.
Are we back with the professor? No, we're not. We're someplace else.
Master.
I hear you have some news of interest for me.
Yes, Master. Sadly, I must report that the Marshes have failed to keep the tiara in our possession for the upcoming ritual.
Very unfortunate. You just can't trust those damn fishmen.
Okay.
But we will remedy that. Continue.
Promise?
Yes, Master. One of our Innsmouth affiliates reported something extraordinary. Some private investigator was attacked by the unspeakable creature that dwells in the labyrinth of tunnels, yet somehow survived.
What? Nobody has ever survived a Shoggoth. Track him down.
Wow.
I don't want you to track him down. Oh, wow.
Inform Armitage of his brother's ugly end. Maybe I will also tell him something about the strange tiara and about Elliot running off with it. Perhaps his contacts can look into all that further. It could actually be dangerous. But who could even tell after all I've been through? Surely they don't lack for weirdness in that town.
Welcome to San Francisco, Mr. Spade.
Do we have controls? There. Oh, the settings. Let's have the settings. We're going to save this game. Right about there. And then we're going to fuck this game off.
Well, if you like adventure games, this looks kind of cool.
I don't actually mind adventure games. This one's being a little silly.
Yeah.
I have just saved, so I don't care. Hello. Hello, all the kitty cats being herded. Because herding cats is fun. Okay. So, methinks that this game has had methinks this game's had enough oxygen for the moment. I'm okay with adventure games and such being kind of heavy on being front heavy on story. I object to games to adventure games being either A, deliberately obtuse, or B, ignorant as to the nature of the tools that they're using. Not the adventure game tools, mind you, but dynamite. One stick of dynamite should have obliterated all of them, especially without some kind. And it shouldn't have destroyed. It shouldn't. Even if it did destroy all the ice, every one of those people should be fucking dead.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to set up something like that, you need to find some kind of a reflector to bounce the force back away from the people and into the fracking ice. Because explosives go out in all directions. Especially when you're dealing with low explosives, like dynamite.
Maybe they all made their dodge rolls.
What?
Go for it.
No reflex save would have saved them from from the explosion that would result from a large crate of TNT. Yeah. No.
So, nat 20 on dodge rolls.
Even a natural 20. You know what? I wouldn't give no, not a chance. Not a fucking chance. You would need some serious meta magic to go anywhere near there, and they weren't using any. So guess what?
But nat 20.
But fuck you. You're standing within a mile of that shit. Go away. Don't even go away mad. Just go away. And in fact, your character did exactly that. It went away.
Away over there, away over there, away over there.
Pretty much, yeah. The bits that weren't the bits that weren't just disintegrated on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't get a saving throw on that. Just no.
No, you don't. No, I've toured mines and I've seen a lot of videos on mining. You don't just lop a crate down there. You drill a bunch of holes and you put a little bit of explosives in each hole.
Right.
God,
that would have done the job. Sir, would have done the job, because then you're actually looking at the material, and most people wanted to be completely the fuck out of the tunnel before the explosives went off. Okay. Yeah. Mining and tunnel boring were a technology well understood by 1921.
Yep.
And that guy said, "Bring the dynamite. Bring all the dynamite." No, you don't do that. I mean, yeah, it makes a cool sploddy effect, but that sploddy effect would go outwards a long way. Yeah. Not to mention, you're putting it down on ice, and anything that would blow the ice, that block of ice, would do similar amounts of damage to whatever the hell was under it.
Yep. Because
you're talking about that shit going boom in a sphere. You would have a crater. You would have an area. If you weren't just on just ice, you would have ground clearance and a crater.
Mm-hmm. Waste power.
And yes, you would waste a lot of energy doing that. What they should have done was put up a steel plate between them and the explosive. It would have, or even better, a box.
Yo.
What they needed was a way to shape the charge, and they didn't do that. They put in a flimsy wood crate, which of course, what bits of that didn't vaporize on detonation would have turned into shrapnel. Yep. And pretty much fucked these people in the ass. Those that weren't obliterated by the initial blast would have had serious injuries as a result. You can shape a charge to take down a huge ass tree, and it doesn't even take all that much, as I have had amply demonstrated for me at least twice. And no, I'm not going to tell you exactly how that happened, but yes, I've seen people use high explosive to remove trees.
Yep.
I've seen people use low explosives to take stumps out of the ground, and they don't even they don't stand that close, nowhere near it. They'll set that they'll run a kilometer or so worth of freaking wire or fuse or whatever the hell they're actually using that 5 seconds in order to not wind up being not wind up turning into chunky salsa all over the fucking landscape. Those guys, they're dead. Dead.
Yep.
D-E-D, dead. They're so dead they don't even get an A in the middle of that. Okay? Toast. Okay.
Like I keep saying, Squirrel, they're from Krypton. They were just too lazy to use their eye lasers.
Remind me to thump Opalina. Do please remind me to do that. I have to find my rolled up newspaper so I can bat the dragon on the nose. Okay.
That's even assuming you know which one's which.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out. Shouldn't be that hard.
That's what she said.
Alrighty then. So that leaves us with yet one more game. And this game here apparently has a runtime of about 2 hours. Grand total. Depending, of course, on how well you deal with that. You deal with the puzzles involved. So, what's worse, a shoggoth or a squirrel?
Squirrels are harmless. I've been hosting with you for years now. Squirrels are completely harmless.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said earlier. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm so dead.
I would really like this not to do that. Okay. Options. Settings. Screen resolution. Toggle full screen. There we go. We're going to do that. Apply. Alright. So it is now running at 16 by 9. And while this will not be, because fucking reasons, that's why. Master volume, we'll turn you down. So apparently, there's not actually spoken words here. Quality ultra, blip, 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 blip. So, which one is the full screen? Doesn't seem to matter. Okay, let's try doing that. Then let's restart the game and see if that doesn't see if this full screen is actually where it's supposed to be. Apparently not. Options, settings, toggle full screen, back. I think it's actually stuck in windowed full screen. Loading. Bump the other me. This is a bus stop. This is a bus stop. We start out with control. Okay, fine.
Oh,
where are we supposed to be going? I don't know. I suspect that there is a way to do this. There is the bus stop. Does this sign say anything?
It's red. Is that supposed to be symbolism for something?
I don't know.
Red sign?
Certainly hope not.
Well, at least it's not a flag. Then you'd have to worry.
Yeah, the tunnel.
The job. You will be
Never, ever.
Oh, they're talking. I'll be researching.
Exciting, I know. Yeah, the pay is not great, but it's a great opportunity.
Ooh.
That's right. You'll have your very own research caravan. And
Great.
all the squirrels of Mammoth Forest to keep you company.
Ooh.
Yes, you'll be perfect. I'm looking at your resume right now. No problem with isolation, proven self-sufficiency, low expectations. I'm frankly completely confident in your suitability for the role.
Huh. Reserve personnel only. Can I jump? I can't jump to turn south. Fuck it. Don't care. Oh, looky. Red thing. Generator!
Interesting.
Must be this. This art style is okay.
Ooh. It's the door knob. You hold it?
Is there a key nearby?
Gotta find the key.
Oh, that's out fucking standing. Let's see what we got. All of the place.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so this is the way we do this.
Well, that was super secure.
Have to hold the button to get it to do the thing. Oh, wait. Hey! I suppose
Oh, that's secure.
Yeah, I suppose we're gonna do the things here. We're gonna pick up a pan and a gas stove and cameras. Okay, what are we supposed to do? We should do generator. Yeah, the generator's outside. We already know it exists. That's the phone. Fax this check-in sheet to me once you're ready to get going. We can't do that without power. Operations manual for the thing. Okay, fine. Click here. Run around over there. Pull the cord. Where does that go to? Oh, fuel barrels. Is it working?
I don't know.
One way to find out is to see if we have power. Dewsbury has the power.
And give me all she's got, Captain.
I don't think that's giving it all she's got. The keys are still in the vehicle.
You probably have to look for one of those stupid fuel canisters. Yeah, you need fuel.
Well, we have fuel cans. They're right over here.
No, those are drums.
Does it really matter that much? Okay, that leaves the electrical box.
To the game, it probably does.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
Yep. See, I'm never right.
Why would you be right? Why would I even think you could? I don't even think you could be right on purpose, there, Opal.
Oh.
Okay. Fuel level high. Okay. Do we have to do this twice? Probably. Let's pick up the fuel can and we go over here. Can we do this? No, we put it down though. Well, I suppose that'll do.
Well, go pull it and see if it'll run this time.
Oh, it will. It's got fuel. At this point, it shouldn't care.
Oh, I see the little thing says it's full.
Now it's vibrating.
Oh.
So all you need to do is sit down on it.
Oh, look, a fax machine. Instacam camera. A pan with the cooking stove and things. Okay. Apparently we're supposed to be we're ready. We must be ready to get started now. Okay, fine. We'll fax this shit to Nina.
Hunt the pixel.
I don't have to hunt
Fax is over
pixels.
there.
I already know what I'm doing. At least this way.
Oh, okay.
Faxy there to go.
Wow.
And picky up your phone.
You made it. It's me, Professor Schultz. Nina. Isn't the research station cozy?
Unfortunately, the phone is also gas powered.
To be sure that everything's in the right place, before we send you off into the wilds. Can you look around and see if you find a camera in there?
Yes, there's the camera over there. We already know where this is.
Fantastic. Snap a
Beads
photo
exist for a reason.
of the whole caravan.
All right. 2 to toggle the camera. Okay.
Get artistic. Huh.
And now we pick up the phone.
Looks like it's pretty much what I asked for. You never know with mail order. Okay, ready to go. Take a last look at civilization.
What?
All things going well, you'll be deep in the forest for a few months to finish the study. Simon, the logistics guy, will be there any moment to pick you up.
Bit.
Shy, so don't worry about small talk. Oh, sounds like he's there. Hold on to your hat.
But I don't want to hold on to the hat.
And the midget doesn't want to hold on to the writing crop, but there it is.
Day 1. Fight!
Wow. I like to change the color palette.
Yeah, right. It's a GPS device that we can't touch yet because we haven't done all the things. How to use a fax machine.
Oh.
How to use a fax machine 2.
Electric boogaloo.
How to use a camera. Use the handle to aim. Television set. Ooh. Remember, shop shows you the channel. Playback device.
Cool.
Recordings. Not recordings. Right. So, we're done with that. Oh, I have a bed. Beds are good. Beds are fun. Coffee cup.
Yep.
There must be coffee. Where's my coffee? Give me my coffee, damn it. Before I have to break out the I need coffee squirrel. Give me the coffee. Okay, so I get to look around my look around my shit and see if I've got stuff and things and stuff. So I have no camera set up apparently.
Yeah.
That is all strappies. Packing straps, yes, strappies. All right. Can I walk out? Can I go outside now? That would be good. Let me go out. Let's go outside and have a look at what the fuck is this.
What is on top of it though?
Apple core. Baltimore. Who's your friend?
Really?
Retard. Yep.
Wow.
Apple core. Which suggests that the squirrels are already plotting on me. Is there anything in the crate? Can I open the crate? Let me open the crate. Opening up the crate. How does this crate open? Maybe it doesn't open yet. I don't know.
I think
and we are officially out in the middle of fracking nowhere. Outstanding. And the generator is up on a rock.
It's
Outstanding.
going.
How much fuel do you have? It does not matter because the needle is all wrong. Okay then. Can I climb up there? Oh, I can climb up top. Yay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Satellite dish. Big ball of water. Big cylinder of fuel. Yeah, I can see where they were going with that. And now I know why the art style is so simplistic. It's just basic.
I already see red flags.
Well, we're talking about basic 3D modeling here. There's not very much that's overly complicated, which is fine. Which is fine. I don't mind. Get fine. Fuck you too. Actually, I can't leave that there. I don't want to leave that there. Let's leave it over there. Because it's probably, we're gonna keep that other one right where it is because that's fucking squirrel bait. What the hell is that? Oh, it's my mug. Okay, that's my coffee cup. Come, coffee cup. All right, we've had a look around. Now I get to pick up the phone, which is actually not connected to anything.
Nina again. Hope your nerves survived that shaky ride.
Ah, me.
Yeah, I know, but the quad only fits one. You'll get used to it. So, welcome to Mammoth Forest. I'm sure you'll love it here. Such peace and quiet. Yes, cash is transferred every Friday. Don't worry, we won't forget. I know it's not easy as an easy grad.
The cell network is useless. The GPS device does not help me. That is a chair. That is for surveillance. And apparently we need to go set up a camera.
Me again. Yeah, the line cuts out sometimes, but I'll be quick. Everything you need should be right on your desk. And I'll fax over the details of your first task now. There's a corkboard in the caravan for your research. Just pin it up there. I'll wait.
You'll wait? Waiting. Okay, so where am I supposed to pin this? Corkboard, there we go.
Okay, you can read back on this if you forget what to do. Now, can you see a small GPS device with an antenna?
Yes, that thing.
Your first task is simple. We just want to make sure the equipment works. So, first find the tree I marked on your GPS. Easy. Then place a camera nearby. Yes, exactly. Pointing towards the tree. With that done, you can head back to your research caravan. Once you're in position at home, hit record on the recorder and then, well, we wait. When the recording is finished at night, you can review it. As soon as you see the squirrel on your TV, snap a picture, print it out, and fax it to me. Got it? It can take a few days to get used to the work, so don't worry. There's no urgency. You're all set? Great. Then we'll talk again soon.
Sigh. Alright, so we know what we're supposed to be doing.
Be right back. Snacko time.
Place camera, sit down, and record on desk. Pause when squirrel is in view. Print photo of squirrel. Fax and then fax photo. So fine. All right, Thomas. What are you making of this so far?
I gotta say, they're kind of limited with their color palette.
Well, they are going to be kind of limited with the color palette. It's the way it's the decision. It was a decision. That was a decision they had to have made. They did that. They did that shit on purpose. Okay, where is the I want to know what happened to the previous researcher.
You got ate by the squirrels.
That might not be. Oh, I get it. I see what's going on here. Let's look at the equipments. Now we can open the crate. Oh, wow. Okay, so La Camera of Death, Doom, and Destruction. or more likely the camera that is going to be utterly obliterated by this time tomorrow.
Unless you pack it with explosives.
Which I refuse to do. Okay. We are pointing at the tree. All right. So we control the angle. And now we have a nice telephoto. Now we have a nice telephoto lens on hand. All right. Let's see if the escape key works. Settings. This does not give me the control. Exit game. Resume.
Okay, Squirrel. You may control the angle, but you control the narrative.
I don't want to control the narrative. Narratives are bullshit. Okay. Besides which, this is their narrative. We are actually allowed to do things. Oh, can I put the cup on a hook? Could that be? Is that going to work? Yes. No. Damn you. Doesn't help that I have 2 desks. Whatever. I think I'll be okay with just putting it down. Just like that. Clickety. Night 1!
Cut ya.
Print. We'll print that and we'll take it off to the fax machine. And now now we have a phony ringy thing.
Yellow.
Like a charm. So now what we really need is a close-up of this squirrel near its stash. We found them in treetops, under rocks, buried underground, anywhere really. When I did this study 15 years ago, oh, did I forget to mention that? Yeah, believe it or not, Panorama tried the exact same bullshit back in '82, trying to get this damnable dam approved. I know, but they won't succeed now either, thanks to you. Anyway, from my work back then, I know the squirrels here take the same route every night, so I'm sure you can follow him easily enough. When you have the squirrel in frame at the end of the recording, print out a photo and send it over. Oh, and Simon mentioned something about dropping off some extra stuff for you. Maybe check outside.
All right. Towards the end of the recording. Okay, so that's it. We do not know exactly where the squirrel be. Oh! Day 2. Flight!
Wow.
Extra equipment. Night 2 and electricity do not mix. No shit, Sherlock. We put that there. Channel 2, Channel 1, okay. And we have another one of this. And another camera. What the hell is this crap? Ooh, okay. Let's go get this over here where it's supposed to go. Because apparently these squirrels, they be plotting on me. So, we're going to control the camera angle of it here.
They be plotting on you.
Don't they know you're the lord of the Croco squirrels?
Yeah. No, I don't think they do. But it was awfully kind of them to send me a copy of this game completely unbidden.
The game does look cool though, but I'm a little unsure with the price tag though.
Well, $20 for this does seem a little stiff. My question is paying attention to... Actually, you know what? I don't think this camera's pointed in the correct direction in any way, shape, or form. Come on, camera 2. All right, let's pick up. Let's go ahead and pick up camera. No, I want to pick up the whole camera. Because a little bastard
squirrels gone wild.
Yeah, no, right? Because that's where we lost sight of the squirrel originally. I want to try and get as much coverage as humanly possible. I want to see where the little bastard comes from.
We see when a mommy squirrel and a daddy squirrel really love each other.
You're funny. You're hilarious. You know that?
Yeah, but looks aren't everything.
All right. So, okay, that gives us a better view of the top of the tree. And that's a bed. Can we take a nap? Nope, I don't want us to take a nap. Close the trash can. That's going to be smelly. Okay, and there is not a reporting in fact a facts sheet. Is there anything on the facts sheet? Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so his stash is going to be right near here somewhere. There's our first fun picture. A dictaphone, tape. Put that in there.
I guess now is as good a time as any to tell you what we're actually doing here. The Viago Institute, the place we work for, performs impact studies. Yes, exactly. Construction companies need to commission studies like this one to be legally permitted to build anything. And this one is commissioned by an entity known as Panorama Corp. They want to build a ludicrous 5-star condo place here called Panorama Land. I know. And they tried something just like this 15 years ago. But my research into native squirrel habitats helped to shut that down, because our fluffy little squirrels are classified as an endangered species. So your work here could help to save this space for the squirrels to live in. Anyway, I'm probably boring the ear of you. Let's get back to work.
How do you bore my ear off? I want to know how that would even be a thing. Yes, put that away, please. All right, now that we have that, these don't work as squirrel bait, apparently. Let's just dump this over here somewhere.
Maybe like the fondled nuts.
I don't know. One would think that they would have ate it. If they would have eaten it last, our squirrely friend would have eaten it last night. Question: oh, the keys to the caravan are off, are out of the door. Hooray! Now we're going to close the door because we do not want those things. There we go. How to use a fax machine. How to use the printer. What the printer is used for. The camp stove and the pan. We can pick those up, but we can't do anything with them at the moment. So let's move to day 3. Night 2, excuse me. Okay, here's my squirrely friend. The question is, are you going to move to the other frame?
Yes, he is. There it is.
Well, it's a part of his stash. I'm going to miss the other half.
There he goes.
That's not where he goes. So it looks like I need to turn the camera to the right. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Well, I can try that photo. Because that's not his actual stash.
That's not what I'm looking for. I don't even see any squirrels here. Give it another try, huh?
That's what I've got. How do you not? It's right there! If I screw up, I can go to bed. Yay! All right. So, picture. Who's got the picture? Now, this other camera, camera number 2. This is camera 2. We're going to pick up the camera. Okay, don't want to get too far from... I think I know what happened there. This is what the squirrel triggered on. That's what it was. That's what it was hanging out with at the time.
Ah, so they do work.
Huh?
So they do have an effect.
They do have an effect, yes. All right, let's try it again. We got half an hour here, so he spent a bunch of time. He spent a bunch of time numbing on that. All right, let's see if I actually caught him this time. Okay.
There you go.
There's my little friend.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, let's try that again. Because that's not his actual stash. Let's go the other way. Come on. Because this is still screwed up. Because he's going to go way down towards the end there. All right, let's see what we got. Wait, what?
There's a switch.
Of course there are no squirrels in there. Let me see. And I expected there to be some sort of a timer.
I can't see the squirrel, but that doesn't look like its final destination. Keep following a while longer, okay?
This side. Can I leave the caravan? Oh no, if I leave the caravan it turns into day 4. Fine. It can be that way. That rock over there is what I want. What I want to be, probably what I want to be photographing.
Can you get over there?
Yeah.
Well, I can walk that far. That's not the issue. If I had a third camera, this would be a whole lot more interesting. But it seems like I have to do something else to get from here to there. Okay, that is the necessary tree. Camera 1, camera 2, camera. Camera, who's got the camera? Over here. Over hill, over dale, as we hit the dusty trail.
How much freedom do they give you in camera placement?
Pretty much everything. You can do almost anything with this. You can your camera. Where you put your shit is, once you're outside, where you put your shit is absolutely on you.
I was gonna say, too bad you can't find a high enough location to get a good.
I probably could, but then you have a problem with range.
Yeah.
And the amount of what range you have available to you would be, yeah. We don't actually have any kind of focus or zoom capability with these cameras that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're looking for. Well, they're plus for Argentina. Woohoo! Well, I can't. As far as why do I have to fax it every time? Because she's interested. She's not really interested in me, just the results. So.
Well, I meant that one sheet of paper. I think Opalina meant that one sheet of paper that says faxes.
Oh, that one? Yeah, no. That was Hey, are you ready to get started? Yes. Well, good. Now that I know that you're ready to get started, we can have this conversation, so that I'm not just calling you at random while you're in the middle of fucking something. All right. I will be back momentarily. You two fill some air, or you three. It should be you three, because if it's not you three, I'm going to be not happy. Tell us what you think of the game so far.
Well, I think the game's very intriguing. I just wish that there was more than 2 cameras right away.
Well,
you can use.
Yeah, I mean, I could work with 2 cameras. Personally, I would use one to try and figure out where to place the primary camera, and to try and trace out where that little bugger's going, and then just try to set up camera number 1 to catch the juicy shots. But damn, I've been wanting to make Rick and Morty references. But a certain key player here seems to be refusing to watch the series.
Who? Opalina?
No, Opalina's seen it. Both me and Opalina seen Rick and Morty. That's how we know who keeps Argentina in line. But Thomas, what do you think?
No, it's just, for me, the graphics are a little off-putting at first.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not used to so many primary and secondary colors being so prominent. I'm used to seeing more shadows and more stuff that actually looks kind of lifelike.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know what you mean. I do like the fact that they have everything you're supposed to interact colorized, but I think I would have gone with the whole black and white color motif, where you still have the textures and everything showing the shading, but it's in a dull palette or nearly, not quite black and white, but near black and white, and then everything that is So I agree with you there.
Though I like the idea of maybe going more noir with it than what it's been doing.
That's what it is. That's the good way to describe it. Noir.
Actually, believe it or not, I'm not 100% sure. I actually mind the high contrast shit here. It does work well for people that have any kind of color blindness.
True.
Because it indicates what things can and cannot. It definitely indicates what can and cannot be interacted with.
Yeah, but I know I'm bringing up a dark film, but I was kind of thinking back to with what I was describing. I was kind of thinking back to Schindler's List. Remember how it was entirely in black and white, except for that one little girl?
Yeah, I remember. I've seen it.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking is like where everything else that's non-interactable is near black and white, and then the stuff you have to interact or that's key you interact is in color.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another show, another movie did that one where what was it called? Where the kid went into his favorite black and white TV show. He went into the world there.
There's my little friend. Let's see if he's going where I think he's going. Nope, he's going to go off the left side. Frack! I was hoping he was going to be after that rock right there, and that's not what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to be able to. So I need to predict how far he's going to go, because we're only getting about 10 seconds per camera.
Okay.
So we have nothing for it tonight. Okay, but it still means that I can turn that camera to the left and get with the program. I'm not even going to bother reporting because I'm not worried about that. I need to go more to the left and I need to get closer.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, camera 2. Come to me, camera 2.
Oh.
All right, camera 2. We have to go kind of over here. Okay, there's the rock. And I want to move that down so that I can see a bit better. This area a bit better. Camera 1 is right over there, and the caravan is here. So this one doesn't require me today doesn't actually require me to make a whole lot of effort. And I'm pretty sure she's going to fire me if I haven't found the fucker in a week. So this is quick. Watch his stash be like over that way to the right a bit more.
To the left.
Well, no, more to the right of where I am, because I'm almost 90 degrees out rock.
Oh.
Right, you should be turning up here quickly. There you are.
Oh, there he is.
That's one. We're gonna want the feed for camera 2 when we go to do our picture. Technically, this is a puzzle game.
Yep. Uh-oh.
There we are.
Oh, there he is.
Here you are, you little bastard. You're still running. Stop somewhere near here.
Right
and the squirrel is.
Oh, there! I see him! I see him.
He just went over behind that rock on the left. Damn. All right. So.
Actually, no. That was a good move because now you have a lot more idea of where he went.
Well, what I need to do is find this tree, and I need to move where that camera needs to be is right about there, pointing that away. So, we have a thing. We are getting closer. Closer is good. Back to bed. Day 6. And this will go a lot. This game would go a lot faster if I knew if I had some knowledge of where to put camera 2.
Yeah.
We need strong reads for that.
Okay, there is the piece of rocket question. This looks like, actually, this doesn't look like a bad spot in the least. This actually looks like a pretty good spot. Back it up a little bit over there.
As long as the
And
grass doesn't hide the squirrel.
there we go. That should do it. Because it took him forever to get there. He can't be far. Camera 1 stays where it is because that's a thing.
Okay.
Because that's what gives me. And I'm actually been using it to time squirrel travel.
Ah, okay.
Night 6, flight. Watch him just go way the fuck over there. Because there's actually a fence on the other side. Come on. Oh wait, can't do that. I can't catch this squirrel in his spot before.
There
Damn, he went all the way around because there's a fence on the other side. Come on. Do the thing.
I see him.
I see him
Yeah.
too. There he is. I'll print this one out, send it to her just so she knows I'm still working. So I have to get around to, I'm definitely going to have to get around to the other side. Wait, I forgot to grab it off of the printer. Let's grab this off the printer.
I can see the squirrel, but that doesn't look like its final destination. Keep following him a while longer, okay?
Yeah, just put it back down. It has now officially been a week.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
So his stashy is over here somewhere. Because this is the This is actually beyond the camera. This is actually beyond the camera range we were looking at. The question is he going to be to the left or the right? And that was the thing I could not tell from where I started from. How wide an area is. My problem with lens is not adjustable. If I could get really, I want a wider angle on this. Because it can't be far. Because we were looking at right there near the edge of right there near the edge of the recording period. It can't have been very far from there. I'll know tonight if he doesn't actually appear.
I was going to say, unless you put the camera farther down and point it inwards and see which way he goes.
Well, I'll do that. I will be doing that next time if it doesn't. If he doesn't appear at all, then I'll know that I've gone past it. And as far as I'm concerned, even that is a result. It's a working result. This is the but this is the last night. We need to either bust him or not.
When you spend a week on watching a squirrel, you know you're upset.
All we need is Kevin Costner to say it was back and to the left. Back and to the left.
He did not appear, which means it's behind. Which means his final destination is behind the camera or to its left. Okay, so
did he even appear on the first one?
He appeared on the first one, and then the 20-second timer ran out, which says no, we don't get the rest of it.
Yeah.
We could try one more. We have enough time for one more go with this.
I say go for it. One more go.
Not since Carl Spackler has one man spent so much time going after a varmint.
It's almost like
Actually, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Looks like over there somewhere. What?
There's trees in the way.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that, actually. Because he came around here over to this area right in here. I'm guessing that if I point somewhere at that piece of rock. Let's move this a bit. Oh, hello.
Oh, what's that?
That is our friend's stash. We found it.
Yep.
Fortunately, Nina wants a picture of him there first before we can investigate it. Now I have to do is set up a proper art shot because that's just all.
I was gonna say, now that you know, I was gonna say get both cameras on it.
Much as I'd love to, I'm not gonna do that. This camera here has been effectively useless for almost a week now. There he is. Off he trots. And I should have just hunted around for it a bit. Come on into frame. There you go, Mr.
There he
Man.
is. Oh, you got lost.
Print channel 2. Giggity.
Ring, ring.
Collect.
Answer your phone like a like a
Add
good
that to the
employee.
journal.
Interesting. Looks like this one doesn't go very far into the forest. But hey, it's the middle of the night. Go to sleep. I'll call you back in the morning.
Wow, what a fucking payoff. Okay, we're done. We are done here. Day 9. I do not wish to answer the phone. I wish to exit the game. Oh, no, I don't want to do that just yet.
Let's try something a little more challenging. We know that some squirrels build their nests, drays, a little bit further away from their nut stashes. According to my records, this one can go pretty far, so do be prepared for this task to take quite some time. I updated the location on your GPS. Good luck.
I'm guessing that means.
Got something on the fax machine.
Well, yeah. Field agent worksheet number 3. No, I want that on top. Okay, this I assume will make for a whole new chapter.
Yeah.
Nice.
It probably does like a Harvest Moon type thing, or I should say Stardew type thing. Probably saves every time you sleep. So you'll probably have to redo this day when you start it up again. Or at least I assume that.
That'd be a good bet. All right.
Unless you want to go another day.
Not particularly. We'll still have to figure out where it is. All right. So my thinking is that this is actually going to be a new chapter, and now we're going to exit the game because if I have to start over again, I'll be pissed. Wait, stop that. Exit game. Poof. Be gone.
Well, I'm not sure why you let me play.
Chapter select. The interview beginnings. Uh-oh. I haven't got.
Oh. Oh,
I didn't finish chapter 2. Yep. I did it. You know what? Fuck it. I know where the stash is. I'll just get it in one go. See ya. Well, it would actually take 2 because fucking reasons, that's why. 2 days, no more. I assume that when we changed squirrels, we wound up changing everything else. So, whatever. All right.
Well, you went into chapter select.
What?
So, you went into chapter select instead of load game.
Well, I could have loaded the game. You're right. All right, we'll figure it out.
But
Oh wow, that's right. We could have actually done that. Now that I think about it. Oh well, no big deal. I'll figure it out later because I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna see if I can work on some of the other puzzles sometime eventually.
Yeah. I have to say, that is a plus for the game. I do like when you can go back to specific points in a chapter-based game. So.
Yeah, well, that's actually good.
Yeah. Rather than starting out from the beginning again because you want to change the way you did things.
Well, I could do that anyway.
Yep. No, I said rather than having to.
Right. You don't have to, but you could. Yeah, chapter selects are kind of interesting. It also means that if you can find a save game, you can go back and experience each chapter individually if you want to, including the last chapter. Anyway, somebody was actually somebody in there were folks in the discussions talking about some of the at least one of the stashes, including dynamite. Oh, that was the other one we were going to do today. Oh well.
Half-Life 3? You were going to do Half-Life 3 today?
No, actually, it was we were going to have the conversation about World Splitter, and we didn't actually get to it because for some silly reason I done forgot we had it. I was reminded that the embargo was lifted today while we were here. Actually, about half an hour ago. So, World Splitter, kind of fun. I did take a look at it. I did go in and take a peek. It seemed kind of entertaining. So, we probably do some sort of like video or something on it here soon. What do you think, Opal? You up for it?
Sure. Yeah. No, since we were supposed to do that, yeah, we'll do a video on it.
Yeah, we'll do a video on it. Look for that in the next couple of days. Well, probably not today. Tomorrow, more likely. Oh, man,
Coming soon to a YouTube channel near you.
Well, it's been months since it's been actually quite a long time since I uploaded the last video. So, since I did a video upload.
Yeah.
So there'll be an extra little bit of there'll be a bit of short form content for you guys here soon. As I know, Opal has a copy, so he has a way to be opinionated on the subject, even though he had something specific that I wanted him to do with it. I don't know if he's done that yet, but he should probably get on that.
Yeah, I should.
All right, Opal, let me know when you've got that sorted out, and we will go from there.
Sure.
And at some point or another, I will tap all of you to do these things. So be aware. Just a question of which game you're gonna get, because we need to start getting caught up. We've got a lot of games that just never got covered. All right then. So I think that's going to about do it for us today. Any comments on either game? Speak now or forever hold your bits.
Actually, I like both of them. Looked quite nice, though. I think if it wasn't for the price tag, I'd probably get my hands on the last game there, the Nuts game.
Yeah,
the two. Go ahead.
Thomas.
Of the two, I prefer the Nuts game a little bit better than the first one, because that one the first one looked like it was more an aggravation simulator than an actual game.
It depends on how used to the old style adventure games you are, because quite frankly, it's been a while since I played the last one, and therefore I kind of forgot some of the cardinal rules, like rub all the things on all the things. But I didn't actually funnily enough, I didn't actually have a problem with so much with the adventure game elements. What I had a problem with was somebody's lack of care and working out how to deal with explosives. But then I get the same issue. I generally have the same issue when you're dealing with people and with video game characters and gunplay. Okay, that is not a toy, ladies and gentlemen. And you can't just hammer the hammer and keep firing, 25 times. It pisses me off about Hollywood movies too.
You mean the Matrix movie wasn't real?
Well, we're dealing with the Matrix. You get something of a leeway. You get some leeway because at some point you learn that it is actually a simulation. So Hollywood rules can apply. But if we're talking like, I don't know, a John Wayne movie where he just sits there, bam, 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 and you get 15 rounds out of a 6-shot revolver. Never mind that you're just fanning the hammer like it's about ready to die, despite the fact that after 15 or 20 of those, you're probably just gonna break it. What are you people doing? You go through 1,000,005 guns that way. Don't do that. That's stupid. Please stop being idiots. Yeah, no. Sanji, how about you?
Did he bail?
Did he bail? I'm going to get him for that. Did he leave? If he left, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah, he's gone. He's not in here. Oh, he disappeared. He bailed.
Sanji, you bastard. You're not supposed to.
Damn it, Sanji Ryuji.
Damn it, Sanji.
Yeah, he triggered the call.
Yeah, so he was supposed to stay until further notice, and he didn't do that.
Well,
so now I'm not happy.
He at least stayed 5 times longer than he usually does.
What? It means he was out in the first 6 seconds? Okay. Enough. Enough bragging on the Ryuji-san, Ryuji-sanji.
Oh, I like that.
Ryu-sanji. Yeah, there. That works better. Ryu-sanji. All right. So, if you want to see us herding more cats, because that shit is hilarious. Or maybe want to see a rat hugging a teddy bear, which I have which funnily enough I have an image for. I wanted to use it today and I didn't get to, because it kind of got lost in the shuffle. I'll find it though for Saturday, because that'll be fun. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share across all of your social media. Yes, we are still being hammered by the YouTube. We are also working on currently moving a bunch of videos over to Odyssey. I will get you a link for that as soon as there's actually content on board. Right, that pretty much covers it. We're also going to try and sync the channel to BitChute. Don't know how well that's going to work. Last I checked, I had to do them one at a time because of some fucking thing. Looking into Rumble currently. Maybe that goes on. Maybe it does not. It's going to depend on what we can actually do with it. But the links for that will be the links for those things will be in the description when and if I actually manage to put my hands on things. Alrighty then. So, between now and the next time we see you, be safe, Abyssing!
And let's make games full of snark again.
Script, Opal, script! Don't make me sick Opaline on you. All right,
it's
folks.
Easier to herd cats than to keep me on script.
All right, folks. See ya.